Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with another Christmas comparison between Hallmark and the Christmas movie. And I had so much fun doing my first one. I literally just posted it this morning, so it is Saturday the day I'm filming this, but I'm probably gonna post this like really later in the week. And so I first did Dashing Through the Snow, and that was a lot of fun. You guys are really excited for this as much as I am, so I'm so excited to continue doing this. And so I did pick a new movie and a new book that my friend Desiree from Genki Reader did recommend this to me, and it is a time traveling romance, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna do it. And so I watched the movie, which I've now decided to use Friendly TV instead of Hallmark Now. So Hallmark Movies Now only had like their really old titles, so I did the free trial and it was not what I wanted. And so then someone on TikTok recommended Friendly to me, and you actually get like unlimited access to their catalog, and if you do the second tier you get to like record any movie you want, and it's a bunch of different channels. So I'm in no way affiliated or like sponsored by these people. I'm just really excited to have found it. So I will leave the link to Friendly TV down below if you want to be able to watch Hallmark movies. And so I decided to watch this one, which is A Timeless Christmas. And now also someone on my last video told me Hallmark has their own publishing company. This book's published by Hallmark, and when I was listening to the audiobook through my library, I saw that it had that sticker on it, and I was like, Hallmark publishes books? And so I was really excited to see that. And now this one I believe was published separately from the movie. So the person who commented said that Hallmark will sometimes publish the book after the movie as like an exact replica of the movie. This one was definitely different. So this one is a time traveling romance. So we have Charles Whitley, who is an inventor from the early 1900s? Yes, the early 1900s. And he's super wealthy in town. He's super well known. He's engaged. He doesn't really love his betrothed, but it is more like in a sense of duty. And he doesn't really like to be around people that much. Like he skips out on a lot of the Christmas traditions. And so in the movie, I watched the movie first, so I'll go ahead and talk about that as well. So in the movie, he finds this Christmas clock, and I really liked how it was Christmas themed, because in the book it's not like a special Christmas clock. And so he wants to, I think he wants to give it as a gift to his betrothed, and so he ends up fixing it because like he's an inventor, he can fix anything he wants, he likes to tinker with things, and he ends up waking up in his study in present day. And his mansion is now actually a museum, and they host tours, and our heroine plays the part of the maid, Rosie. And so Rosie was his actual maid in the movie and in the book in the past time. And so she leads tours here. She actually has her PhD in history. She did her dissertation on him, so she knows a lot about him. They have his portrait in the mansion, and they give tours. And what I really liked about this was that she is kind of like a know-it-all about him. And so when they first meet, she's like, there is no way this guy could be Charles Whitley. And so actually in the movie, he's like, there's a secret compartment under my desk where I like hide things, like go check it out, it's probably still there. And she looks and it is, and that's really what persuades her that this is the real Charles Whitley. That doesn't happen in the book. In the book, she just like slowly realizes that there's no way this couldn't be the guy from the past. And so it was really interesting because they end up spending a lot of time together, and in the book they actually have someone who was already playing Charles' part. They didn't in the movie, and I thought that was really fun. I feel like we had a lot more of a like camaraderie between all of the characters. There were a lot more characters I feel like in the book that really brought the book to life. I wish they included all those characters in the movie. So we had this guy who really wanted to play Charles, because the guy who was playing Charles is like, I'm too good for this, I need a raise, you guys aren't paying me enough. And they're like, we can't afford to pay you. So he's like, I quit. And they're like, but it's almost Christmas, it's like our biggest time of year. And so then the real Charles shows up, and they're like, you're gonna play Charles, like you're our replacement. And so it was really fun, that whole aspect. Just in the movie, he just showed up, and then they're like, okay, you'll play Charles. And the banter was fun. I feel like the banter was super close in the book and the movie between Rosie and Charles as their counterparts, like in the acting on these like tours that they gave. They said like the same jokes to each other, and I thought that was really fun. I really enjoyed that. And I think though that the book did a lot better of a job of showing Charles like current day things. It was a lot of fun watching him discover all these things, especially because he's an inventor. I love that about his character, that he could like was really interested in all these things and knew so much about technology, that he's like, an electric car, a gas car, like what is all this? And so that was so much fun. The pizza scene was in both. He discovers pizza for the first time, and it's really cute, but I think that the book did that a lot better, as well as like the family aspect. So this guy wanted to take over Charles's role, and he has a daughter, and the daughter was so cute, and she was helping Charles out. Like she believed in an instant it was a real Charles. She never doubted it, and I think that her character was adorable. adorable. And I'm sad that they cut her out of the movie. And also we have our heroine's desires for the future are different in both of them. So she's trying to get this job at this university as a professor. She's super passionate about it, but her feelings about that job are different, which I thought was very interesting, and I actually preferred the books over the movie of what she wanted to do with her life. The book just developed so many more relationships and really showed how Charles was growing close to everybody in town and not just our heroine. The final conflict was different, I will say that. That seemed to be the driving force behind his actions way more in the book, and that really drove me bonkers. I was like, why do you care so much about this guy? And you're literally gonna throw away this like amazing relationship you've built. And I was like, stop being annoying. And so I really didn't like how that was really his driving force in the book, and that was not in the movie. Like that, the way they timed it out, I liked it so much better in the movie than in the book, because he learned about that really early on, and that was literally all he obsessed with throughout the entire book. So I was really annoyed with that. But I loved the whole Christmas atmosphere of this book. It was so much fun. It was more Christmassy with like the Christmas clock in the movie than in the book, but it's definitely Christmas time. They throw the big Christmas party in both of them at the mansion, and so that was really sweet. I think this was a lot of fun. I will say it's just sweet, and so I ended up giving both the book and the movie the same rating. So I gave the movie 3.5 stars. I don't think it was good enough to give it a 4-star, but it was definitely a sweet movie, and I really liked how we have the time traveling aspect. He was from the 1900s. I love historical romances, so I really enjoyed that aspect of this movie. But I will say I gave the book also 3 stars, but if I had to round it, the movie would be rounded to a 3 and the book would be rounded to a 4. So in this case, I just really like the book better because of all of the extra characters we got, all of the extra Charles like discovering new like things in this time period, and his relationship with our heroine. I keep on wanting to call her Rosie, but it's not Rosie. So I really liked that in the book better than the movie. So the book ended up winning in this comparison. So I'm really excited to say that Hallmark has won and the book has won. So in my first video, which I will link down below, I enjoyed the movie a lot better than the book. And in this one, it was super close. Like I think they both did a really good job of telling the same story in a slightly different way, but I did enjoy the book slightly more than the movie. And I did enjoy the actor in this as well. The actress was okay. She wasn't my favorite, but I did really like the guy who played Charles in this. And I think he did a really good job of like acting like Charles. And it was funny because like that kind of humor was in both of them, where he was like, this is my house, like what are you talking about? And so that was a lot of fun. It was just like a fun, sweet Hallmark movie. And it wasn't anything like spectacular, but it wasn't bad. I would definitely recommend reading and watching both as a really fun Christmas time traveling romance. It would have been fun to see more in the past because we only get like a brief scene of him, and then the rest of it is him in the present day, but I really enjoyed them. But I just think the extra added characters in the book made it so much better, though his conflict with returning home was more annoying in the book than in the movie. So they both had their ups and downs, but I had a lot of fun watching this movie and reading this romance. I would definitely recommend it. So let me know if you've read this or watched this and what your thoughts are, and if there are any other books to movies, adaptations you would like me to watch/read for this series. I would love to hear. Continue watching some fun Hallmark movies, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.